Hi everyone, welcome to College 101, the freshman experience. My name is Shelly Gower and I will serve as your course instructor and facilitator in this online environment for this semester. I'm going to show you just kind of this introductory video on how to navigate our Canvas page. So when you log into Canvas, whether you're connecting through the student portal or going directly to the Canvas website, your page, once launched, should look something like my dashboard here, right? You're going to click on College 101OA, and that will take you to the home page. Now you'll see first that there are many orientation activities assigned to you during the first week, and that is to make sure you are familiarized with all of the resources available to you as an online student. It will be a little bit different from your on-ground classes or your virtual classes this semester. So you want to make sure that you are acquainted with how to use the Canvas mobile app, what support resources you have, how to basically just get started in an online course. Okay. Now, since we're all going to be working together in this virtual environment, in this online setting for the next weeks, it's really important that we get to know each other to the best of our abilities here in this space. So really important to introduce yourself and allow me the opportunity to know who you are, what your goals are, what brought you to Lackawanna College, and anything else that might be helpful or pertinent to an introduction in this course. Okay. Syllabus is really important, right? You want to make sure you are understanding what the requirements are for the course. And then, of course, you have an online agreement that you need to sign off on. So that's kind of like a prerequisite little module that you'll have to take care of before you will have access to the course content. All right, so all of this is happening in this first week. It's going to seem like a lot, but I promise you we'll make it manageable, and you can follow your checklist, right, and all of the information that's assigned for this week. So just take it 1 week at a time and know that you have a little bit of extra this first week with the orientation tasks. All right, let's scroll down here to Module 1. You're always going to start here with the introduction. So every week, come in, take a look. It's going to give you all of the requirements, that you have for the week, and then the resources that you need to successfully complete the module. Okay, so we're asking you in this first week, in this first module, to view the 3 videos below. And then there are also 3 articles presented to you. So you want to read and watch those materials. Make sure that you are understanding everything that is presented within them so that you can successfully answer the discussion questions. And then you also have an introductory essay that is due by Sunday evening. And that's typically what you're going to see in an online course, that your work is done with any kind of tasks or assignment by the end of the week, because we'll pick up a new week on that Monday afterwards. And then your discussions, which is something we're going to talk about in more detail in a moment, is going to be having 2 different due dates. The first is Wednesday at 11:59, and then your second reply has to be in by Sunday at 11:59. Okay, so kind of 2 parts there. And like I said, we're going to go over into the discussion question in just a moment so you can see exactly what that looks like. But please note that that is the schedule that we'll be following and what is expected of you on a weekly basis. Okay. All right, let's go back over to the home page. So the lesson for Module 1 is time management. So you can click on this link here to get all of the information that you need. There is a PowerPoint presentation for you to view on that as well. Okay, so you would click on the discussion question for the week. All right, so again, you have some links to the materials, and they were also found right on that introductory page in the module. And we're asking you to reflect for a moment on why it's important to manage your time well. Would you describe yourself as an organized person? Can you give us an example? How do you deal with tasks that you alone have to do, but you find difficult or boring, right? We've all encountered those scenarios where, hey, I, really don't have a passion for this particular task. However, it's something I know I need to do, and how you can manage your time best to make sure you are meeting the requirements set upon you. All right, so you would just click reply. After viewing those materials, it's going to give you some food for thought, right? And then you are going to just click that reply and share your thoughts. So you'll have that first initial post, okay, and that's due by Wednesday. And then you must reply to someone else's post no later than Sunday. So that's going to facilitate that classroom conversation that we would have had we been meeting in person, but in this online setting instead. So it's really important that we connect and make, this virtual space, this online space, a very nurturing environment. So of course you want to make sure that your responses are professional and courteous, exactly how you would speak if you were in the classroom, with a professor present, and the same respect, of course, that you would expect of your peers is how you should be responding to these. Now, they do need to be something substantial. You can't just say, hey, I agree and move on, or I disagree and move on. You want to kind of, make it mean something and, again, facilitate that conversation. Okay? So that's really important to understand how the discussion modules are going to work, or the discussion requirements. Okay? Now you also, in Module 1, have a student handbook sign-off. So this is really important because the student handbook has so many resources and information available to you. It's listed on the portal, but you can grab it here through this link. And everything from this, policies, this is something you most likely already encountered at orientation, but you want to make sure that you are aware of, all of the conduct codes and policies that are in place for you as a student. And then you are acknowledging that that this is something that you have to adhere to and where to find it. So you're just going to have your response to this discussion question, right? Be an acknowledgement of that notification. So there isn't a reply necessary for this discussion, just the initial post. Okay. Back to the home page. And finally, this is kind of your big assignment for the week, right? Your weekly assignment is the introductory essay. So 300 to 500 words, that's really only a couple paragraphs. It's not even one full page. All right. If you're using double spacing and 1-inch margins, you should get there rather quickly. And especially when you get talking about the prompts that are below here. So why did you choose to attend Lackawanna College, right? Or I'm sorry, why did you attend college? Why Lackawanna? What do you hope to accomplish in this class? What are you worried about, right? What are some of the main obstacles, and what are your greatest strengths? What are you most nervous of related to the college experience? So for some of us, that's just, how am I going to meet people? Or I'm nervous about managing my time. Or, am I going to do well on exams? And what kind of study hours? Will I be able to juggle this with work and my home responsibilities? So there are a lot of different answers to that question, right? We all have our own feelings about what this means on this endeavor. And, it's important to kind of express that and recognize it, and speak to it, and we'll figure out a way to kind of get you through that and what the resources are that are available to you to help you navigate as you begin this journey. Okay, I had to hop over to a previous semester because I wanted to show you how to submit your assignments, and everything is kind of locked up at this point for the current term. So don't mind the due dates on here or anything. Yours is, of course, going to look a little bit different. So when you want to submit an assignment, you'll see that you have this Submit Assignment button, right? And you're just going to want to click on that. You can choose your file because the requirement is a file upload. So whether you have Google Drive, Office, right, you can click on which tab you need, upload your file, and then you're just going to submit the assignment again with this blue button. And that's going to kind of load it up for you, and then I receive it on my end. So it's a really simple process, something that shouldn't take you more than a minute to do once you have your document created in Word or whatever it is that you might be using. Okay, and that's really it for this week. So if you have any questions, I am available to you. You have my office hours, and I'm looking forward to a great semester.